Saturday, May 7th, it's a Mother's Day celebration. The Black and White Affair, featuring Houston, Jamaica's immortal champion sound, Stone Love.
Stone Love sound will play every time.
Along with the snowman from New York City, STEELIE BASHMENT.
When STEELIE BASHMENT play, everybody have to rock.
Negos British.
Mama, take some more.
Massive B's on JABBA.
Bobby come dance, JABBA, them go off like pump.
And Ricovibes. Saturday, May 7th, a Mother's Day celebration. The Black and White Affair.
If you're black,
At BLISS Lounge, 5471 Memorial Drive, Stone Mountain. For more info, call 678-608-6962. And purchase tickets online. Black and White Affair 2022.eventbrite.com. Big up all mothers.
What's up, y'all? It's yours truly, Ricovibes, and welcome to Take 5. We got the cafe on Take 5 with my co-host, Mr. Mikey Sparker.
Cafe back in full effect.
Yeah, no.
See it there.
Big up to D-Dotty as well, man.
Yeah, man. Sean Priceless.
Sean Priceless, Jamie Driver, the whole family. They'll be back. Trust me, they'll be back. You know? But, man, there's a lot of things going on in the community this week, man.
Why? Facebook and Instagram blow.
But you know what? I'm not going to bash the DJs. Okay, in case you don't know what we're talking about, you know, Keisha Platinum went onto her, Facebook page and made a post about DJs in Atlanta and their shortcomings or whatever it is.
Well, basically, she only speak what always said behind closed doors.
Right.
So
people have been talking about it for a minute, but I'm not going to bash them because, as you know, I've been in 85% of the parties. And we know what goes on in 85% of the parties. So what I'm going to do is just put in some corrective action. First of all, one of the first people that you need to really have ownership for it is the promoters. Because initially the promoters are your boss for that night.
Well, you said that's true. But a lot of DJ don't see it like that.
Which is why I'm bringing it, I'm pointing it out.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Now, me personally, back in the day when I was playing in New York, okay, you lived in New York.
Right.
We started playing in New York back in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, so on and so before I moved here to Atlanta.
Right.
Most of, if not all of the DJs would be at the dance by at least midnight.
Already out.
Yeah. All of them. All of them would be able to play an early segment, an early warm segment. And if there's 4 DJs on the dance, 4 DJs was able to play an early warm segment and then come back later and play a second round or even a third round. Because back in those days, dance was going until 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Right? My thing is, let's just say a promoter said to a DJ, say, okay, you're going to close the dance. That DJ decides he's going to show up at the dance at 2 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't know what played.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I actually watched a DJ recently came to a dance at 1:30 and played back every last song
I see that happen
that a DJ played at 11 o'clock.
I've seen it happen too. So many times.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and it go back to the promoter, as I said before.
Of course he does.
Again, the promoter don't even know the responsibility. Some promoter don't know the responsibility of a party. You know?
Well, some promoters are not really promoters.
All right, cool. Because...
And no offense to promoters, but you have a responsibility for your party.
Example, I played at a party a couple weeks ago, right? Elite, all white.
Right.
And we get a schedule.
Right.
Schedule from about 4 o'clock that evening.
Right.
All right? Everybody have them time when they more play Rico.
Right.
And one DJ reached late. He reached about 20 minutes late.
Okay.
So he only got a chance to play 4 songs.
4 songs?
Yeah. Because it's time up.
It's time up. Gotcha. So you guys held him to his time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's business.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I understand exactly.
Right.
Because you have to go on a timing.
Right.
So that and that promoter is a new promoter.
Right.
So I respect her.
Right. And she did send your schedule.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Now the other side of that coin is that also goes back to promoters, is that sometimes you have a party, and when you look at the lineup of DJs, it doesn't reflect the type of party.
True that.
Now, it's not me to say you can't book this person or that person. It's not for you to say that, not for me to say that.
Right.
When you look at a party, say for instance, I'll give you a perfect example. Butler.
Okay.
Butler probably kill me for this.
But the truth. We're gonna talk the truth.
Butler had his 50th birthday party
Right.
recently. He had Mark Dragon on it, which is appropriate. He had Bugsy Bam Bam on it, which is appropriate. And then he had Stone Love on it.
Appropriate.
Right? Which is appropriate.
Okay.
However, Stone Love sent Google Mental and Randy Rich. Right? Bugsy played perfect. Mark Dragon played perfect.
Okay.
Google Mental and Randy Rich came on, and this is a 50th birthday party.
Okay.
Right? 65% of the people at this party were women. No slow jams played. No disco played. They were playing 90% of what they played was nowadays trap dancehall.
Oh, and even Stone Love.
Stone Love is who I'm talking about specifically. So I asked Butler the next day. I saw him at Escape. And I said, Butler, how do you think Stone Love played? And he says, I wasn't satisfied. No, Butler, if you didn't say that to Stone Love, I just bust your secret.
It's what the secret.
But everybody walked out of that party
when Stone Love was playing.
They didn't walk out when Stone Love was playing, but when the party was done, they walked out unsatisfied with the fact that Stone Love didn't even play a couple of slow jams for women.
So you go back to the DJ now.
Yeah, that's the but sorry, not to cut you. What I meant to say was Billy Slaughter would have been better
for Stone
Love on that particular night.
Yeah.
You
But if you're representing Stone Love, though,
I understand that.
You know what I mean? If you're representing Stone Love, you're supposed to know.
I understand that. But again, you have different people on your sound for different purposes.
Different purposes, right? True that.
So I'm not gonna send a person to a party that is inappropriate for that party. Although a couple of weeks before, Google Mental was here for Tony Materan's 50th birthday party and played very well.
Very well.
So I couldn't understand, I couldn't understand the dropout between Tony Materan and Butler's party. I just couldn't get it.
Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Maybe because you know that Butler is a part of Cartel.
Yeah, but it's not even like he played a lot of Cartels. If he had played that, I would have understand that. Even if he had played a lot of Black Cartel, I could have understand that. He was playing Skilly Bang, all the nowadays artists at a 50th birthday party that had 65 to 70% females.
That's not good.
And it wasn't even girl songs he was playing. He was playing a lot of bad man gun songs.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh. So my question is, why? Did you not read the dance to see what the dance calls for at that particular time? Why?
So basically, it's not just Atlanta DJs then.
No, it's not Atlanta DJs, which is why I came on here first and say I'm not going to bash Atlanta DJs, because the problem is just DJs on a whole. I saw somebody put on Keisha's post that this happens in Florida, it happens in New York, it happens everywhere. Obviously, because DJs, everybody with a laptop now calls themselves a DJ.
I'll tell you the problem, Rico. Most DJs, they stay home,
right?
Even before the day before,
right?
And put a playlist together,
right?
So when they hit the dance, they're blind to what's going on around them now.
Nothing is wrong with putting a playlist together, but you got to look at what's appropriate to play at that time.
I understand, but what happened if you even start the dance with 5 songs to your playlist,
right?
A transition,
right?
I told the crowd to move, right?
Correct.
But they just go straight to the place and just play exactly what's in the place, and that's what happened.
And they keep their head down and they're not looking at the party. Now, another thing that's happening here in Atlanta is DJs are telling promoters that they're not going to play with this particular DJ or that particular DJ, and the promoters are going for it. Now, I know this for a fact.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? So again, ownership goes back to the promoters. You understand what I'm saying? And a promoter has every right, if he's looking at his party and see that no one is moving to what this DJ is playing, he has every right to go to this DJ and say, listen, you need to change the music or do whatever you need to do to get the people moving.
So you go back to what we said last week in Rico, we need to have a promoter's bar. So meeting, promoting meeting or something.
Right.
Yeah, that's a meeting.
That's gonna be tough.
which other meeting I never work out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But
didn't work.
we have to do it because again we can't bash the promoters and that, so we have to teach them, the young promoters them. They have to learn.
Just like you have to teach the young DJs. Of course, a lot of the young DJs are very ignorant and think they know it all.
But if you want to be a part of the business, then you have to, you know what I mean?
Right. The other part is a lot of these young DJs also plays, if you come in at 12, 1 o'clock, they're playing music that should be playing at 3, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, yeah.
Now, again, there's thousands and thousands of songs in the world. So I don't see why, if I'm playing a set, and Mikey Spark is standing right beside me and saw exactly what I played, and come back and play the same thing that I played.
Because the same thing in them playlists. Go back to what I said. You know what
I heard a DJ.
You know what I mean?
I heard a DJ played Family, Popcorn Family. And he played it around, I don't know, 2 o'clock or so. And a DJ came on maybe 20 minutes later and said, yo, me know I said this play already, you know. But me gotta play it back, I'm gonna play it by a different way. And the same way he played it.
Oh, you gonna play it faster?
Now you tell me. You know, okay, do you want to play that Family? There's Sister Sled's Family. There's a whole bunch of family songs.
Right.
And it's already been played.
Obviously, it was in his playlist. So you have to make the speech for that. But, I mean, Rico, you go back to the promoter them. They're the one who is responsible for it. Because you have to, think about this. What do you want to do? Make money or keep the event next year? I'll keep a better event next year. So what I say? I just make the money right now.
Are you worrying about your brand?
I don't think about the brand. I don't think they think about the brand.
You got to think about your brand.
Yeah, but I don't think most promoters think about the brand. Most young promoters, all they think about is making the money.
When I started playing music, I used to play at a place on Brooklyn Avenue in Brooklyn. Brooklyn and Midwood.
Okay.
Right? Place they used to call it Gal Farm. They not Gal Farm like Jugglers Gal Farm.
Different Gal Farm.
Different kind of Gal Farm. And I'll never forget this. The owner of the club / the promoter said to me, I used to play from 10 p.m. until 4 a.m. Me alone.
That's a DJ.
Right?
That's a real DJ.
For years.
That's a real DJ. Right?
The first week I played in there, he said to me, listen, if anybody walks out of this club between 10 and 1, you're fired.
Wow.
Because that's his prime time for his bar to sell. So he says, you got to know how to play to keep these people going to the bar, serving these liquor, making these women stay here so these men can buy them liquor.
Yeah.
Right. And I played in there for, might have been 4 or 5 years at the beginning of my career, back in the 80s, early 90s. But that mentality and what he said to me stayed with me. So when I moved there, I was able to play at Vibes for the same amount, 4 or 5 years, from the same 10 to 4, and keep people in the dance hall.
But how many DJ right now can do that?
Not too many.
In Atlanta. Let me say in Atlanta.
There's a few. There's a few can do it by themselves. Okay. You know, like Black Platinum could do it by themselves. Shane Talon could do it by themselves. John Wayne could do it by himself.
I know Cole Wise can do it by himself.
Cole Wise can do it by himself.
Bugs the Bomb can do it by himself.
But there's a few. There's a lot of DJs now that doesn't know how to transition from one genre to the other without stopping the music and talking.
Yeah.
I give you a perfect example. On Sunday, and I'm only going to use this one example for Sunday because they bash the DJs on Sunday fully.
Yeah.
But on Sunday at Soca, Angel Eyes event, I was walking around the party taking pictures. And there was a dancehall song playing. I think it was about 105 BPM.
Okay.
And all of a sudden I heard a Bob Marley.
No,
like literally all of a sudden I heard a Bob Marley.
So 105 dropped down
to like a 55, 60.
Wow.
And I didn't even bother to look up on the stage to see who was playing because I'm saying, how did that drop in? Like, how do you go from with no talking in between, no sound effects, just a Bob Marley just creeping?
Oh man, maybe in computer each of us. Computer.
Like I don't know who it was that played so I cannot say who it was because if I did know I would have called him out, but I don't know who it was. But if anybody know who it was, let me know, because I really don't know who it was.
That is crazy.
Can you imagine? So, a lot of DJs obviously do not practice at home anymore. They come to the parties and use the party as practice session. Because it's obvious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, that's crazy though.
I'm not here, or we're not here to bash any DJ. Because they've been bashed enough online this week.
I see it. It's crazy. But something, Rico, but if a DJ can listen to this and take something from it, then something wrong with that DJ. I even watched Keisha live.
Keisha did a live with Noah, and it was very interesting. They were trying to get me involved. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to get involved with this.
I saw it late, though. Yeah. And I still read some more about it because, it's a lot. It's a lot to be read.
Now, a lot of out-of-town DJs. I know Tosh put up a post. Tosh, which is English manager.
Right.
She put up a post. And it took me to read it a couple of times to understand and grasp what she was saying. But what she is essentially saying, the short version, is that a lot of the out-of-town DJs who we are praising and are paying all this money to does the same thing. They come and play the same way, the same songs, the same way every time. But the fact that they come here once every 5-6 months, we don't notice it. Right? But there's one particular DJ that comes here, and he used to come here a lot, still comes here a lot. But I remember specifically a couple of years ago when Buju was still in prison and Cartel obviously still in prison.
Okay.
He used to have a speech that says, if you could free Buju or Cartel, which one would you free?
Yeah, I heard it.
And he said it every last time he
that's
came
one of my favorite
He
speech,
did not flip. He didn't switch it up none at all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, you tell me now.
Yeah.
I can go to a party right now and I can tell you 3/4 of the DJs exactly what they're going to play, what's going to come after this, what's going to come after this, and what's going to come after that. Because I'm in most of the parties. And I pretty much know everybody's playlist. That's sad, man.
That's sad, though.
That's sad. You should have an awareness of the fact that, okay, let me switch up tonight. If I'm going to play a Kevin Little, let me play, I don't know, a Marshall in place of this. But don't play the same way every time. Like it's obvious you're playing for either from BPM or you have a particular playlist that you're playing from every time. That's sad, bro.
And the next thing too, presentation.
Yes.
Presentation about the DJs. You know what I mean? Yes. If you know you're going to a party, present yourself well in the party, man.
There's a few that does that. Copper Ash dresses for the occasion.
You know what I mean?
Bugsy dresses for the occasion.
Marcus
dresses for the occasion. A couple of them that does that.
But some of them week I was like, damn, are you coming to work? Because if you're going to work. If you're going to work,
but again, they don't look at it as a job.
Yeah.
Presentation. You come to a party, a party finishes at 3:00 and you walk in at 2:00.
Yeah.
You're not looking at that as a job.
Yeah.
And again, that goes back to the promoters. If I hire you 4 DJs and I give you a schedule, I expect you to be there by a certain time because you got to know the vibe of the party. You got to know who played what, so that has there ever been a party where we never hear a song played back? Probably not.
Most party, trust me, most party a song gonna play back. Guarantee. I'm telling you. Because them not take it serious. They don't take it serious. They didn't even take it serious. Take it as act like a job, like it's a real job you're going. So may I say?
Right.
And study the game.
Right.
But how can we fix it?
We deal with human beings, and human beings are who they are. So hopefully the chatter this week, this podcast, Keisha, Tosh, everybody who's talking about it, will make DJs more aware
of what they're doing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And promoters, you all need to put the right DJs that complement your party.
Yeah.
I'm not telling them who to put. I don't care who you put, just so that it complements the theme of your party. I remember a few years ago, all they were changing was the theme. It was the same. It's similar, same thing now. Still, it was the same set of DJs, just a different theme. You know what I'm saying? So people are coming out and they're seeing the same set of DJs who are playing the same set of music.
Wow.
So what Keisha did, basically she did what everybody was thinking. But either was because of political reasons or whatever, was too afraid to say it or whatever. But what she did was what everybody was thinking.
Well, you know something, yeah. You know something, Rico, I must, on the same topic, I must comment Pompey, you know. Mm-hmm. Pompey have grown, you know.
Of course.
I think Pompey play
for the people.
Yeah, he play for the people.
And for the party.
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, I've seen him.
I've watched him play like that. I'm saying, you know, something. Pompey come far away.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Pompey is a girls DJ.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny, I interviewed Schoolboy recently. And Schoolboy said, you know, I'm gonna ease off the gun songs then because I've never seen a gun song go number one.
Can never.
And I say that to say this. You know, yeah, they're playing a lot of the gun songs to get the money forwards and the money wheels. And that's another thing.
Money wheels.
You know, the money wheels.
That's episode 3.
I've seen DJs who come into a dance and specifically because they may see a car wash or a Mobe crew or Lakers.
That's the only name they call for the night.
Know, they will specifically stick in that genre of music just to get the money wheels. And is those one little circle of people dancing, everybody else is sitting there going, when are we going to get some girl music, some girl songs?
You know, I was thinking about it. You know, one night I was in a party, right? I was watching, I was thinking about it, and I said, I wonder if because they don't charge a certain amount of money.
So they're trying to compensate for them.
Yeah.
But listen, you charge what you charge. Okay? If you charge, whatever you charge, that's what you charge. So if you come into a party as a DJ, okay, you play what's appropriate for the party at the time you're playing.
At the time, right.
There are also DJs who will play the top 10 music at 12:30, 1 o'clock. That's also inappropriate. Okay? I remember Ricky Platinum came here for Beer Vibes. And Ricky Platinum started, I think it was like about 2 o'clock. Maybe 2:15, whatever. And started out with the Showtime rhythm. And the place is going crazy. And he said to me, Rico, I'm not going to play no new music tonight.
Wow.
No top 10 tonight. And it also goes back to the fact that nobody plays, there's no such thing as an early warm anymore.
Not anymore.
You know, if it's not a Bugsy, myself, Cole Rice, or John Wayne, there's no such thing as reggae playing in these parties anymore. No. I remember I had a conversation with Super. And Super was like, no, I'm not playing reggae anymore.
Wow.
He's like, it's a party. So it's party music. And so I'm saying to myself, so party music does not include reggae? And I don't think he meant it the way he said it.
Wait.
But that's the way it came across to me.
I think it's a worldwide thing, and that's why the group Soldier, that's what they end up win the Grammy, because they play reggae.
They play authentic. Their album was an authentic reggae album. And that's the other thing. Now, you know, with all due respect to my Jamaican brothers and sisters, y'all don't buy reggae music.
No.
Y'all don't play reggae music.
Oh, no, they don't.
But as soon as somebody picks it up and make it popular for them, you have a problem with it.
But even in Jamaica right now, Rico, they don't really play reggae now.
Well, they don't.
Strictly dancehall.
Irie FM plays reggae. Every other station doesn't play reggae.
I'm telling you.
Or they only play a small percentage of reggae.
Yeah.
And that's sad, because that's where it originates. You know? That's where it originates.
I guarantee some DJ right now, they don't even have reggae in their playlist.
Yeah, they may have a Christopher Martin or Romain Virgo. Okay, they may have a Popcorn and Beres, maybe. You know, or a Popcorn with Dre Island. But tell them to have a Steel Pulse or a Third World
or a Maxi Priest
or a Maxi Priest or one of them.
They may have a Beres. Yeah, you're right.
They'll have a Beres, maybe an older Beres.
Older Beres, yeah.
But you know, the real authentic reggae music, like, you know, Mighty Diamonds guys died the other day. Ask half of these DJs, do you have a Mighty Diamonds in your? They may have I'm Up on the Roof, but they don't have anything else. So you know, it really, you know, everybody's saying, oh, you know, some people said to me, Rico, you need to open a DJing school. And shout out to Poppy Pops. Poppy Pops in St. Croix has a DJ academy in St. Croix, yes, where he teaches DJ 101. But my whole thing is, if you're going to pick up a laptop and download some music or get a hard drive, you should go all the way and do your homework. You can't go to college and study trigonometry or science without doing your homework.
Simple, go on YouTube. Just go on YouTube.
You're pointing at the obvious.
You know what I mean? You know, go on YouTube and watch that playlist and see how much views that you know what I mean?
Right.
And get an idea.
Right.
Simple and it's right in the eyes, you know.
Right.
It's right there.
Right.
You know?
So we want you guys to hit us up and let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
On this program, because we're going to make this once a week.
Once a week.
You know, obviously this is Take 5 and I have artists that I interview and all that. But we're also going to be doing this round table type of discussion because I want you guys to let us know what you're going to talk about. What's bothering you? What do you see in the community, in the dance hall, whatever it may be, that's bothering you? Another thing, females dancing with females.
Why? Take over Atlanta, you know?
Female grinding with female, I should say. I wouldn't even say dancing. Grinding with female.
My God.
I see females who push when men and start grinding with females.
I went to a club, right? I went to a club 2 weeks ago. I'm going to call her name still. And Rico, I stand up and literally watch with my eyes. This girl went over like a dude. Checking in this girl, right?
Right.
And I said, let me see if she really go dance with her. Right. And I stood there and I watched. And she actually pick her up.
Well, we know this is Atlanta, and it has taken over from San Francisco as the gay capital of the U.S. We know that. I'm not bashing them. They can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, in the dance hall,
we never expect it.
We don't expect that type of behavior in the dance hall. And so when you see women humping women in the dance hall, you have to say to yourself, what the hell is going on here?
Daggering.
Literally
daggering.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it. Some women bring their friends out and they dance with the girlfriends and all that. This is not that.
You can tell the difference, Rico. You can when you see a girl hold a girl and squeeze her and
she's daggering more than a man.
Yeah, man. It's serious, man.
So somebody answer me that, please. Is that a part of the nowadays dance hall?
Wow.
And is it acceptable?
Yeah.
Is what I want to know.
Yeah.
You know.
And again, we're not bash them because sometimes I like
these are discussions that I genuinely want to know.
Yeah. I want to know too.
Like is this the new trend?
It's the new norm, you know?
The new norm.
Yeah, it's the new norm.
Right.
You know what I mean?
In dancehall.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. You know? And when are we going to get back to playing some real music in dancehall?
Yeah. But the daggering part, I want to know though, if it's a new norm. I really want to know, Rico. Because I've seen that. I'm telling you, I've seen it a lot. I've seen it a lot.
And last but not least, if I have a party and I bring in out of town DJs for this party, there's no way that out of town DJs should be playing before local DJs. There's no way that local DJs should be closing the party.
Yeah. That never happened. That's supposed to happen.
It is happening a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Because these local DJs or home team DJs, for whatever reason, they decided, okay, may I go
bust the place.
You know, whatever reason.
Yeah.
There's no way. If I bring in 2 out of town DJs, those 2 out of town DJs, I'm paying them to close the party. It's like me saying, okay, I'm gonna bring in Beres. And Beres I got perform before Natural Vibes. That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. You go back to the promoter.
Again, it goes back to the promoters.
Back to the promoter.
You know, you have to regulate your thing and regulate your brand. People are talking, you know. Again, Keisha just pointed out the obvious. But people have been saying this for years. There's a lot of people that used to come out that no longer comes out to parties.
The same thing.
Because basically you can put on a YouTube playlist
and enjoy yourself at home.
and enjoy yourself because you're hearing the same rotation.
Same rotation, yeah.
Nothing different.
Yeah. True that.
Again, we're not bashing the DJs.
We're just talking.
You know, we're just having a conversation. We're not bashing DJs because they've been bashed enough this week.
Sorry for some of them, boy.
You know
Sorry for some of them.
You know, we're not bashing them, but some of them just need to really tighten up their game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and don't be as predictable as they've been.
And I'm telling you, as I said, Atlanta, people are watching.
Oh yeah, the world is watching.
Atlanta,
because this has become a major market. Mm-hmm. You know, this is right next to New York, right next to Jamaica. It's become a major market.
A lot of people don't know. No. People travel from Tennessee to come to Atlanta party. You know?
Tennessee, Carolina,
South Carolina, North Carolina as well too.
Florida,
Alabama. So Atlanta is the spot.
It's now become a hub.
Yeah.
You know, it's now become a hub.
Yeah.
So be aware of what you're doing. Be aware of who's listening to you. DJs, you all need to start promoting the parties that you're on. Some DJs do it.
That is a big thing. Yeah, that's a big thing, Rico.
Some DJs do it, but most don't do it.
Most don't do it.
You know, if you're on a party, you're not only promoting the party for the promoter, but you're promoting yourself. And you would think that would be obvious, but obviously it's not obvious.
Well, all right, let me ask a question though. When last you ever see a DJ post something about themselves on Facebook or Instagram?
Just what do you mean something about themselves?
About the brand, about the whole logo, I should say, or you know what I mean?
DJ A is the one that jumps out to me. DJ A, who won the best new DJ on the awards, my awards. He takes publicity pictures.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he posts them.
That's good.
Otherwise, I'm trying to figure out how many DJs in Atlanta that has a SoundCloud page and are active on the SoundCloud page. Because you can have a SoundCloud page,
right,
but are not active. I know Shane Talon has a SoundCloud page.
Right.
Most of them do have SoundCloud, but are they active and how often do they post on this SoundCloud page?
You got to promote yourself. You got to promote your brand.
Exactly.
You can't say, boy, I'm a DJ, and no, you have to promote your brand so you can get bookings.
Right.
If you promote your brand, you don't have to call a DJ, call a promoter to book you.
No. Promoter is gonna see what you're doing.
All right.
And book you based upon what he see and hear that you're doing. All right. Okay, this Take 5 is sponsored by the Mother's Day Black and White Affair this coming Saturday inside of Bliss Lounge. Big up to Vibes Crew, big up to Charmaine Vibes, the whole entire family. Make sure you check out Mother's Day Affair this Saturday, Bliss Lounge.
Right. And on that note, listen to 97.9 FM this Sunday. Special Mother's Day music will be playing, all right? Our dedication to mothers. Happy Mother's Day.
Hosted by Mikey Sparkle, of course.
Yes, sir.
All right. And also check out Gal Farm this Thursday inside of Calabar and Grill. Gal Farm every Thursday. Make sure you check it out this week inside Calabar.
I saw the flyer. Very nice flyer.
Yeah.
I just saw it.
Juggler is doing this thing.
Yeah.
Cinco de Gal Farm,
I think Margarita
is the name of it. So
I think I'll be there.
Big up to Gal Farm. Big up to Juggler. Big up to John Wayne. He's going to be there as well. Gal Farm. Thursdays, every Thursday inside of Calabar and Grill.
Yeah. Flavor.
All right. Make sure to tune into the Flavor Radio 24/7.
Yes,
and on that note, we're going to catch you next time on Take 5.
Out.
Saturday, May 7th, it's a Mother's Day celebration. The Black and White Affair, featuring Houston, Jamaica's immortal champion sound, Stone Love.
Stone Love sound will play every time.
Along with the snowman from New York City, STEELIE BASHMENT.
When STEELIE BASHMENT play, everybody have to rock.
Negos British.
Mama, take some
Massive B's on JABBA.
Bobby can dance, JABBA, them go off like pump.
And Ricovibes. Saturday, May 7th, a Mother's Day celebration. The Black and White Affair.
If you're black
At Bliss Lounge, 5471 Memorial Drive, Stone Mountain. For more info, call 678-608-6962. And purchase tickets online. Black and White Affair 2022.eventbrite.com. Big up all mothers.